Hi, Pompous.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm not too bad. I would ask you how are you, but I don't really care.
Well, that's nice of you.
Well, I was just talking to you, so that's why.
Oh, of course, I know you well enough now, Pompous.
I know. So what's this you want me to read?
Well, I thought these are a list of my affirmations,
Okay.
which I thought you might be interested in reading.
All right. Well, I'll read the first one and we'll see.
All right, so have a look at the first one.
Okay. Find out what you want instead of what everybody else wants for you. Well, that's obvious, isn't it?
Well, it's not obvious to me and to most people.
That's a bit odd. I guess that's why I'm pompous.
How about the next one?
I am an intersection of mutually exclusive identities. What does that even mean? That makes no sense.
Yes, that's the point. It's an abstract statement which shows that I am nothing and nothing is me.
Well, I will just think you're mad and move on to the next one. Can you see my countenance?
Well, what's countenance mean?
Countenance? You don't know? It is a facial expression.
Okay, I've learned something new.
Okay, the next one. These are all obvious. These are all obvious. I'll read it for you and your listeners anyway. A society which is based more upon the individual conscience and in which people use it to restrain themselves is more likely to be free. Well, that was more obvious if I ever heard anything. I look at these readings with complete and utter execration.
What's execration mean? All these words.
Goodness me, you really don't understand the English language, do you?
I'm trying.
It means hatred. Execration means hatred. Confabulatory means to make something up without being aware that you're doing so.
Okay, that's something new.
Feckless is worthless, like your knowledge of the English language.
Oh, sorry, come on, don't have to be rude.
I'm not being rude, as always, I'm just being myself.
How about simulacrum?
A simulacrum is something that represents something spiritual, like a cross, or perhaps the roof to a temple.
Oh, interesting.
Sophistry? The clever use of a false argument.
Okay, interesting. How about this saying? Read this saying for me.
Absolute morality, is that the one you want me to read?
Yeah, sure, read that one.
Okay. Absolute morality insists upon itself even if it suits you not. Okay, that one wasn't too bad. That's just the definition of absolute morality. It does not mean I agree with it.
That is correct. What does obfuscate mean?
Obfuscate is to deliberately make things hard to understand, to hide something. You'd know about that, wouldn't you, GAbSmacked?
I have learnt, unfortunately, through what evil people around me have done and are doing.
Yes, that was my point. That was my supposition. The lowest form of evidence known to man is eyewitness testimony.
Well, that's quite obvious.
Oh, here's a good one. We tend to judge others by their worst examples, while we judge ourselves by our best intentions. Interesting. Who came up with that?
Well, who made it famous was George Bush.
George Bush? The cable guy?
Well, he wasn't really the cable guy. I think he was the 43rd president of the United States.
No comment. The simplest... this one reminds me of the other conversation. The simplest explanation is usually given by the one who knows the least. That's an interesting saying. I like that one. How about this one? When living in an era of hypocrisy, the truth is revolutionary.
Yes, I like that one.
I like when someone uses an argument and I say to them, you're probably suffering from an analogy dysfunction. How about this Italian one? Meglio vivere un giorno da leone che 100 da pecora. I believe that was by Bernardo Vicario.
Hey, your Italian's not too bad.
Yes, well, I hang around with you long enough. That means better to live a day as a lion than 100 as a sheep.
Yes, and I believe Mussolini actually took that from him and made it famous.
Even though it wasn't anything to do with him. Okay, the French one I don't know. You're going to have to say that for me. Le temps passe si vite.
No, it's le temps passe si vite.
Okay, whatever.
That means time flies.
Oh, and the next one. The next one means, according to you, happiness is the result of a just action. How do you say that in French? Le bonheur? No, not boner. Oh, silly me, pardon.
Le bonheur
Le bonheur
est le résultat de l'action juste.
Okay, I give up. How about this? It's worth it.
Ça vaut la peine.
Okay, I'm guessing that means it's worth the pain. That's correct.
It is correct. Well done for yourself.
How about air conditioning?
La climatisation.
How about the wise man waits for the opportunity that the fool lets it go. What does that actually mean in English? I think it means that, like me, I wait for dumb people to let something valuable go, and I take it because I am Pompous.
Le